All right, boys. Team Shuffles YCS edition is here today. Josh is man in the camera, and this guy, Bobby Reid, is the man of the hour. So what did you do at YCS? How'd you do?
So I went X22, playing my Pure Mekk-Knights that you guys have seen.
Go first, baby.
Yeah, going first. I actually did go second a lot more though.
Okay.
Against the meta because I just play tested the hell out of it. This is kind of how it worked out.
How close were you to day 2?
Oh my god. So I think they cut it off. I was at 17 points, and I think they cut it off like...
You were at 18, brother.
Was I? Okay.
Yep, you were at 18. The cutoff was 19.
Yeah, they cut it off just at the end of 19. So
yeah.
And I think, honestly, there was 2 matchups that I should have had differently. Goddamn time rules. Seriously, like, not even
yeah,
fair.
I hear you. I hear you, man.
But I should have been up there, not even being a sore loser. But so it should have went differently. I'm not salty about it. Like, my worst matchup was the Sky Strikers, and apparently that was everybody.
Which is apparently everybody, yeah, because I had the same problem.
Not even salty. Probably wouldn't have done much. And then I got to enjoy my second day anyway. So
right on. So what's the purpose of a go first? Like, we all know what Invoke does, but what's your like? What do you end on? What's your main purpose of this deck?
So with Mekk-Knights, Pure Mekk-Knights, okay, I can end typically on like a 2, 3, 4 negate board, and it's basically just sitting on what'll be like these traps. So this is a spell negator, monster effect negator, and the trap negator, and I literally just sit on Indigo Eclipse, move man here, and I just move around and negate wherever you place the card, basically.
Okay.
And I also got the surprise of it because the monster negator is also called by the Haunted, so I just bring it up to the monster effect activation column, and it negates their monster, and they had no idea that I even had negate on board.
And I bet most of them don't know that one of them gives the attack boost as well.
Yeah, that too. I did have people crashing into my stuff all weekend, and normally I'd be a nice guy and be like, don't attack it.
right. And Morningstar, because everybody wants to avoid the columns, right. They avoid Morningstar too, not realizing you have to be in Morningstar. Yeah. It's so crazy.
That's the thing too, is Morningstar protects what we call Morningwood. So Morningwood protects by battle unless you're battling in the same column as the monster you're attacking.
Yeah.
For Mekk-Knights anyway. And everybody be like, well, you can't put my stuff here, like then I won't be able to get my effects and blah blah blah. And then battle phase, and I'm like, just read them.
right.
I literally, one guy I just passed him. I'm like, read the card, dude. Sorry.
Right on. Okay, so before we get into the deck profile, what is Team Shuffles going to be doing?
So what's happening now, we're getting a big push. We're going to try and push the social media, the YouTube channel, and we're going to start doing giveaways here soon. So if we can get up to like 500 subscribers, not even in due time, whenever we get to 500 subscribers, we're going to start doing giveaways for all of our milestones. So subscribe. If you guys are seeing this for the first time, subscribe. We put up weekly videos, and we put up all sorts of deck profiles. And we're going to have a ton of different profiles from YCS now, too. So need all that.
Also, compliments to Postboard Gaming out of Findlay, Ohio, our sponsor. Yep, they'll be providing all the giveaways. So as soon as we get to that 500 plus, you guys, anybody that's subscribed, will start getting free stuff out of it. So
yeah, for sure. Postboardgaming.com.
That's right.
You can buy your cards there.
All right, man, let's get into the profile. What you got, brother?
Okay, so to start off the monsters, I do play 3 of the Avram. He's a Rescue Rabbit target. He's also a combo starter. I normally just take him into Link Spider, and then I'll just set a card so I can start doing my turn 1 monster Mekk-Knight plays, rather. Gotta play 3 of this dude. Once I get him rolling, like he's banished and I get my search, there's just, because he's untouchable when he's banished, and my opponent will like try and clear my board and they'll leave half of it. But they don't even realize that that's the worst of it is not yet to come. Because I bring him back and he's just a +1 at that point because I already searched once. Broken, absolutely, just so good. Right here I got the Mekk-Knight Blue Sky. Blue Sky was good. I mean, if I was going, which I might build this for going second now. If I was going second more often, I might play 3 of him. But for now, 2 is fine. I don't want to see him in my opening hand, especially if I'm going first, because he's just going to end up in the grave. Then he's useless to me, because I'll never get him back in my hand. 2 of the Move Man. I'm considering playing him at 3. He's so good. He just, he's the dude, like, if I have 2 of these out with just a monster negate, I'm going to, like, move once, and my opponent's going to be like, okay, he only once per turn, right? I'm like, yeah. They bring out another one, I'm like, move. And they're like, I thought he was once per turn. He's like, yeah, it's a soft once, but he's still once per turn.
Yeah.
So I can still negate all your crap.
You have room to put the 3rd one in?
No, I have no room. That's why I don't play it 3.
Okay.
because I'm playing the Sky Striker stuff too. One each of the Spell Popper, or Spell Trap Popper, and the Monster Popper. Just so good. They're not once per turn. Literally, I played a guy with what was it, Cyber Dragons, and because Zeger points only down, he had Zeger, Infinity, and then he had just a spare Cyber Dragon. So what I did was I put him in this column. So I popped Zeger, and he's like, okay, negate. And I had the effect negator, so I was like, that's negated.
No.
I just put him down in that column, popped him, and then I popped him again, and he's like, it's not once per turn. I'm like, no, that's not once per turn. Popped the Infinity and the Zeger, and then I used Move Man, moved him over to this column, like, pop your last Cyber Dragon. He's like, dude, this is stupid.
How well did red and yellow perform at the YCS?
So yellow was really, really good, because especially against trap heavy decks, which I played.
Which is now the format, apparently.
Not exactly, though, is the thing. Like, Sky Strikers is spell heavy, you know what I mean? So it's still good because it pops spells and traps. But against, like, the trap heavy decks, because I would bring out the trap negator in the column of the trap and then just special him out, so you can't chain to activation, can't negate my effect because it's negating, it's in the column of Mekk-Knight. And then I just pop that and move over to the next place and do the same shit. Like, really, really, really good. But way better than the Red Moon, because Red Moon, just destruction and targeting is just the two worst things in the meta right now. I moved up to 3 of the Rescue Rabbit, and here's the reason, alright? Here's the massive play that I got off like 7 times against all the trap heavy decks. So what you'll do is, going second, if I was making this a going second deck, I would main Red Reid. So what happens is I'll like summon him, and they're never gonna let me get through with Rescue Rabbit. It's a 1 for 2. It's stupid. Why would you let your opponent do that? I already used my normal summon, so they'll like try and strike me on the thing, and I'll red reboot, say they set all their crap, and then I'll bring out my 2 Avram, and I'll go into Exciton Knight, and they set that extra card, and it just wipes their entire board, and then I just set my card and start doing my Mekk-Knight crap. I can't do any damage that turn, but it's a monster in the extra monster zone, and I can just take any monster and it into Morningwood, so... into Morningwood, so that was just a broken combo, and I won so many stupid games with that.
How many times did you get ashed off the rabbit?
I got ashed. You know, it was weird, because some people would let it go through, and then they would ash the Morningstar. But I did get ashed on him like once. It was always late game, though, when I already had other stuff on the field, so I don't know.
Okay.
For the hand traps, playing 3 Droll just because I can take it into Link Karibo, so I can put my 2 in a column and start doing Mekk-Knight plays. Same reason that I played the DD Crow. Those alti German DD Crows.
Yeah, baby.
Gave an arm and a leg for those at YCS, but I'm glad I had them. Because this is really good against Sky Strikers. Just hit the engage when Kagari targets it in Grave. Really good against Goki, but I didn't play them because they would just hit the malicious. Trick Stars, I hit Reincarnation when it activated, and like, really, really good in the meta right now. And also on top of that, I play 3 Impermanents. Really good. This is gonna be weird because I'm doing traps after the monsters and before the spells.
That's okay. It's still a hand trap.
Right. That's basically what I figured. Really, really good. Just way too good. Helped me around the floodgates, like if it was a simplified play state, because I set it in the column of the floodgate, flip it, negate their crap and their floodgate in that column, so I could play out that turn. My only way around certain floodgates. I won't say which, so you can't like beat me. 2 of the spells.
No, you don't play Ash.
No Ash, because I can't take it in Link Karibo, so it can stun my plays. You know, I do this for the consistency. If you don't have a consistent deck, you're just giving up free games anyway.
I feel you.
2 of the spell negators. So this is a monster.
This one's Whispers.
Yeah, this is Whispers. This is also an attack boost, is the thing. So like during battle, if you're like swinging for game, especially like if you have 3 Mekk-Knights, you can't get the 4th out. You tend to be just short, like 1,000 life points, and that's where that gives.
And just so you know, if Nightfall is on board and gets hit with that, what is it, 1,000 attack boost?
Right.
That will take out Ultimate Falcon.
It's a crash, but yeah.
Yep.
And if you have Morningstar, you can't destroy by battle or don't take battle damage. So you'll swing, it'll crash, it'll go, but you'll stay.
Yep.
Also play 2 of the Call of the Haunted Monster effect negates. This card is the heart and soul of the deck, and that's what makes it so good, because you just literally, I would just flip it and bring it into the like link spot, so like here, and just like they would go into Kagari, I'd be like negated. And they're like Hayate, attack directly, like send, and I'm like still negated. They're like it's the battle step. I'm like doesn't matter, it's continuous effect.
And these are all searchable, right?
These are searchable. These two are searchable. Like they're World Legacy cards. Anything with World Legacy. And then I play the one Trap Negator. It just doesn't come up too often, but it does extend my plays, especially like turn 2 going for OTK. Because I'll just search it and then sometimes I'll get memory, which specials the Mekk-Knight from deck, and I'll remove my Nightfall to search, and I can bring this back and I can actually special Nightfall because it wasn't special by its own effect, it was special by the memory. That being said, I play 3 memory because say I have like just these two, like the Spell Negator, which doesn't call by the Haunted, so I don't have any monsters on the field. I'll go like chain 1 and 2. Special this to the column the spell activates, and this will negate it. So they'll have no idea. And then if I bring out Movement, I have another spell negate.
Genius.
Yeah, so it's just really, really good. And then if I have it end phase and I didn't use it, I'll bring out Nightfall, bounce, and I'll get Nightfall back. It doesn't come back to the end of the hand, or to the hand at the end of the turn because it's negated.
That's spicy.
So I went to the 3 engages playing the Sky Striker stuff. Oh my god, is the extra draw so helpful. It's my only draw power in the deck. I have a lot of search power, but no draw power. And this was just so good because, so these are the 3 spells. I was playing 1 Afterburner, 1 Drones, 1 Anchor. This will probably turn into a, what is it, Eagle Booster. Because most of the time
Unaffected?
it makes your monster in the extra monster zone unaffected by card effects. And that's what I normally end up with. It's just 1 Morning Wood and then a bunch of back row. So really, really good. And Widow Anchor also, I never have monsters in the extra monster zone, so it's an extra negate basically. I always just have Morning Wood before I start specialing out with like the Call of the Haunted,
right.
And then drones obviously because it's drones.
How often you tend to get the draw, the secondary effect to engage fairly often?
Very rarely on the first turn, but late game, oh yeah. Okay. Definitely, and it's always an issue because I'll have Nightfall coming back, but even if I don't get the draw, I'll use Spectrum Supreme's effect. You just send a card in its column, a special Mekk-Knight from deck, and that's when I would always go into like this dude or the Spell Popper because I just special it to the column that I need to destroy shit in. So really, just so good. But that's all I played for that. I'm probably gonna add more because it's just broken right now. Not a lot of ways to negate it either. And to top it off, I played 2 Twin Twisters. It seemed like I saw them all day, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
No, not in this format.
No, not in this format. Really, really, really helpful. I'm glad I played them. I never played back row removal in my decks, and I'm glad I did this time. Won me a couple games, honestly. So that's it for the main. That's 40 cards of the main. I'm gonna go into, should I do side or extra first?
Do the extra.
Okay, so start off that Ultra Linkuriboh.
Yeah, baby.
Drop stupid money on that. 1 Linkuriboh, 1 Alti Link Spider, gotta keep it Alti.
Ooh. Now, did you pull that?
I didn't. I bought it from Postboard Gaming. Postboardgaming.com. Yeah, just for the Avram and for the late game, like if I want to go into Boral Sword, and Avram's my only monster that I can go to make 4. This is off the hand traps just to do my like 3 in a column.
And if you draw into 2 Avram, Link Spider will special summon that second one and go into into Morning Star.
So even if the like the Rescue Rabbit isn't live, do that special to Avram, and then I can go into the Morning Wood. I love these called Morning Wood. That Alti Kagari. So I only for the Sky Strikers I only played Kagari. I think I'm gonna start playing like a second Kagari. Because,
Really?
yeah, because a lot of the time I would get like, if I drew into the Hornet drones, I would just sit with Kagari and it wouldn't be useful anymore. Like, I couldn't get that extra search. Or maybe I go into Hayate too. Because I go Hayate, like, Hornet drones into Hayate, send the engage, and then main 2 after I battled, go into Kagari to get the engage to hand. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I just kind of stuns my plays only having Hornet drones in hand.
Right.
Which is what I actually used a main deck, like only that. So, more you know, man. More you know. For the spot removal, I played Phoenix, the Cerberus, and the Unicorn.
Standard now.
Went into the Unicorn a ton. Went into the Phoenix a couple times. Only time I went into the Nightmare Cerberus was when I was making a weird play with Spectrum Supreme to make it like undestructible by card effects when it was being like when it had its effects negated. And then I used Exciton, so it stayed there. It stayed with the Spectrum Supreme, and it didn't get destroyed, but all my opponent's crap got destroyed.
Yep.
It was just really, really weird play, but I only went into it like once, so I don't know if it'll make the next list. For the Mekk-Knight lineup, played two of them. Yeah, just so good, and they attack directly, especially like where a YCS where you kind of have to play for yourself. Like nobody had an idea like that I could take directly with this. So what I do is I would bounce him during my opponent's turn with Purple Nightfall, and then when he came back on the next turn, I could pick the column to put him in, and I would just put him in I would put him in a column that had no cards in it and attack directly
I
for
never
game.
thought of that. That's awesome.
It was so dumb, and I felt so bad sometimes. They're like, "Oh, you can attack directly." I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Oh, GG."
Yep.
And then the two Borals. Didn't come up once, I don't think.
Borload never did.
Yeah, which is rare. I think I did Borload a guy's Borload one time, just to steal his Cosmo card or whatever.
Right.
Typically, like whoever goes into Borload first, you either win the game or you lose it because they're just going to Borload your Borload, and it becomes an issue. And the Boral Sword won me a couple games, really, really good. So I played a couple of XYZs for the Rescue Rabbit, and this is the last of it. So added Baguska last second in case I like bricked, and the only thing I had was the Rescue Rabbit. Never came up, not once. Did the Abyss Dweller to help my True Draco matchup. Didn't come up once. Because I would play this like going first against True Dracos, but I would never opt to go first against True Draco. It would only be game one, and by then it wouldn't really matter because I would rather go into Morningstar game one than that. So I feel like that's something I should have figured out on my own, but I didn't. Exciton, fucking MVP of the life. Like I can't believe that they unbanned this. It's broken. That being said, like back in the day, I don't think anybody thought it should have been banned. So that's it for the extra deck. The side deck, I play one each of the negators in case I need more. Like it just helps the main. Like if I'm forced to go first, it helps to see more of these. But that being said, like I want to build my deck kind of in between. Goes in match, literally useless. Like
really,
I swear to you, was useless. Never saw it when I sided it in. When I did side it in and I saw it, it was like they just played around it. It was fine. Like I played Mekk-Knight Trickstar, and they just went into Mekk-Knights. Like that's all of it. Like they just said screw it to the Trickstar stuff. For the one-ofs and the floodgates, the Soul Drain for like stuff like Burning Abyss and like True King decks. Macrocosmo, same thing, but hits True Draco and Sky Striker. Imperial Order hits literally everything.
Kill button for Sky Striker.
That won me my Cyber Dragon match, and I hate to say that, but I sat on that for like 5 turns before I had any plays. Yeah, I felt so bad, but I mean, it's there. It's like you gotta play advantage, I guess, if you don't want. So. Gotta play Evenlies, just broken, like, it destroys all the back row decks, and like, I had a guy playing Sky Strikers that beat me. He played through 3 Evenlies.
Dang!
I resolved 3 fucking Evenlies, and he played through all of them.
And still won. Props to that dude.
Yeah, I mean, he deserved that one.
Dang!
There was 2 of my Sky Strikers I wasn't happy about, but he deserved that one.
Right.
And then Red Reboot for the Rescue Rabbit combo.
How good was Reboot?
Reboot's so freaking good, especially for Mekk-Knight decks.
Told you, man.
Because it just puts more cards out that you can pop off of. You know what I mean? And even when they were playing around Mekk-Knights and they wouldn't put anything in the link columns, I mean, then they don't have a choice after the Red Reboot.
Right.
Their only 2 spots open would have been the spots, so they had to put 1 in. Really, like, if I was playing just regular, I would play this going second. You know what I mean? If I was making a going second build, I would main deck these. That's how freaking good they are.
Wow, man.
So I think that's everything.
Yeah, side extra. Yep. What were your matchups during the YCS?
So first round. Oh Christ! I have them written down somewhere. My phone's missing. So first round, I believe, was Mekk-Knight Trickstar. Second round was
True Draco.
It's gonna bother. Yeah, True Draco. Third round, what? Oh, dude, I can't believe I can't remember this. I played 2 True Dracos, 1 Mekk-Knight Trickstar. I played 1 Cyber Dragon. I played 4 Sky Strikers, Pure Sky Strikers. And the only thing that I lost to, so I went 2-2. I lost to 2 Sky Strikers, and I tied against 2 Sky Strikers. Beat everything else. And I think that had a lot to do with the fact that that was the only thing I didn't play test against.
Right.
And I had no rule, and I know that I was getting screwed all day. That multi-roll, the cards it brings back are banished afterwards. I did not know that, and I know I got burned on that. Because people were just like, okay, they go to the grave now. I'm like,
right.
Fun.
Would you have any shout-outs after all that garbage went on?
Shout out to all the guys that made it out there with me: Josh, Marcus, Waz, Jacob too, and
that guy.
Shout out to Team Shuffles for setting us up. You guys are great. Postboard.
Yeah, that's where we get. Where do you think all that stuff came from?
I definitely didn't buy it anywhere else.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's about good, man. Shout out to you, man.
Right on, brother. All right, Team Shuffles out.